Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to GregTech, where it is now time for us to actually get our multi-block farm working, the forestry one. So let's get right to it. As you can see, I'm holding in my hand some of these water tank sidings from Railcraft. Basically, we want to get some water flowing to this thing, so I figured why not use the water tanks that we know will work nicely. So I'm thinking we can put this thing, let's put it here. I got a bit off to the side, then it'll look less wrong that it's a bit off to the side. So put some scaffolding down, because I like the scaffolding for it. It looks nice with having it a bit supported like this. So, and finally, there we go. So this one should be slowly filling up with water now, and whenever it's raining, it'll fill up even faster. And now we need to get a pipe from this thing down to the multi-block farm. So let's have a look. We put the valve here, I think, on this block. So if we dig down, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can of course hear the lovely sound of mouse dying in the background. So yeah, it looks as though my math is correct. So let's put this pipe on the valve here. Now the tower here outputs automatically, so it's really convenient like that. So as you can see, water is already flowing down, going into the farm. And soon enough we'll be able to look here and see that it has water inside. So next step is getting some power to it. Now this thing doesn't need a lot of power. So I'm thinking one box standard electric engine should be enough to deal with it. Basically it has an internal buffer, and while the trees are growing up, it's not using power, so that internal buffer will fill up, and then it'll primarily draw from that whenever it's outputting. So that's the plan, at least. So we need, for an electric engine, we need a couple of tin gears again. I think we just need 2. And of course we need a cobble upgrade for them, so grab that. And finally tin, which I don't have on me. Tin, 8. Like the good thing about forestry is that you end up using a lot of tin, so you can actually, you don't feel like you're wasting all that, all those resources, like there's a good reason to have a lot of tin, which there really isn't normally in a lot of the stuff that we've done so far. Like tin has been for bronze mainly, and then bronze and cells. I guess cells are a pretty decent use of it, but why did I do that? We need these 3 tin ingots. Bam. And we finally need some power to this thing. Do we have... We got some tin cable. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but we have some. Let's try and make a tunnel here for the power. So the engine's gonna be sitting here on this level, so we'll be coming into the factory right underneath the blast furnace, which means that we can potentially draw from the same low voltage transformer that powers the bad box over there. Actually, we don't actually, the electric engine can use any voltage, so we might as well just use copper cable and get a bit have the option of putting more power out there. That's a better choice. It's also going to make it easier to set up, so yay for that. So we are here, which means that we need to dig this way. And if I look on the map quickly, oh, it looks, oh yeah, we're actually gonna hit up. We're actually gonna meet up perfectly this way. So farm gearbox is on the far side here. Can we be a bit clever here and break everything? I was just thinking if we put the gearbox here. It does say that any of the other blocks are valid, so... But that appears to be... that. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's just a bit slow to update. So if we put the engine onto this one, We can even be a bit cleverer again. So if we put the engine down here, well, maybe we should put it down at the end then. Farm gearbox, farm block, engine, and then we got the power cable coming. From in here we have, that's a medium voltage transformer. I think it might be worth just, let's just exploit that. So we can take the copper cable, where is it there? And basically we can put it down here. And then we'll just have it go down like this. I think this works nicely. So yeah, gives us a bit more leeway. Now we just need a redstone signal to the engine, which we can get by putting down a lever right there, I guess. We don't have the redstone, we don't have a control block on the farm, so it should start actually working now. No fertilizer. Compost is insufficient, and it also needs dirt, so let's put in some, actually hold on, if we shift click it in, will it go in the right spot? I don't know. But we need to make fertilizer now. Now fertilizer, traditionally in forestry, needs apatite, which is a resource that I have been blessed with not having, if I recall correctly. I don't recall seeing a lot of apatite anywhere, and judging from the contents of my chests here, I might not be completely mistaken. I do believe I picked up some at some point, like I found a little deposit I mined out manually, but I might be mistaken. Without the apatite, we're not really going to be doing much with the farm. So it appears that I might actually have to go mining specifically for this rather useless, otherwise useless resource. Huh. I'm wondering if the quarry, the quarry we had in the Alps has actually picked up some. I think I might have seen some out there. I'm gonna go have a look. I'll pause. You don't need to see the travel. Alright, I didn't find any at the quarry, but I remembered that I think I saw some while I was mining around in this mountain that is to the island north of me. So I went up here and turns out, yes, I was right, there is apatite here. So fortune pickaxe, let's grab all that we can. I'm actually wondering, what if we still touch one of this, what do we get, like what can you get with it? Let's just quickly have a look. So minus backpack, apatite ore uses. So if we grind this up, we get 24 small piles of the dust and some phosphorus, which is really good actually. And the small piles we can get apatite dust with, of course, which is used for calcium and phosphate, which is really good for the yeah, for making fertilizer, like phosphorus dust and fertilizer here. So for the fertilizer that's used in GregTech, it's really good. The calcium dust, of course, also used in the same thing. Also used for calcite dust, which can be used again to get free iron out of your iron ore in the blast furnace. And finally, what else is there? If we just crush it up, we get the impure pile of apatite dust, which you can then get phosphorus out of again. And do the same thing over. And finally, what is the... You get 4. Yeah, I think we'll still touch the rest. We got some apatite to get started on, and then we'll still touch the rest. Mostly, like, mainly because the fortune pickaxe is actually not that rather low on durability. So, whereas my still touch one here is definitely not, at least not yet. So there's a lot of the stuff here, which is quite fantastic because, well, I do believe that we end up using a lot of it, but I also recall that these just go in absolutely massive deposits, and I guess I was not mistaken. So if you do find some, then you're set for a while. But yeah, if we just mine it normally, we get like 1 apatite out of it, so silk touching is definitely a better choice than that. So almost done, almost done. There we go. And just to show you guys where I am, I'm gonna go back out of this cave here. And hopefully there is a door somewhere. Well, not a door, but an opening. There we go. So this mountain here with all these big pine trees, like I guess it's really the same sort of biome as the village where we live next to us in. There's a cherry blossom that we use as a waypoint quite often, and all the way over there is our base. So right now for me it's just a matter of getting back home, and then we can start using this appetite. Alright, so how do we use this appetite? I believe the basic thing is that you combine it with sand. So if we have... Do we actually have any sand other than these 31 here? I think sand is like one of the things I don't have that much of. Although my new quarry has kind of changed that if I start bringing stuff back. So, appetite uses... We can either... Oh, this... I like this because we have so much ash. We have a lot of ash. So let's just grab 2 stacks here, that'll be a good start. So this ash apparently actually counts the same as the forestry ash. So there we go. Safety and appetite gives us 4 stacks of the dust. Pretty amazing. So this fertilizer works exactly the same as bone meal if you just use it by hand. So just to demonstrate here, you can make some flowers and tall grass with it just by clicking. And I forgot to light up here, because I was hoping the farm would be ready sooner. Not a big issue though. This is not blood and bones, it's not nearly as dangerous. So let's have a look inside and toss in all the fertilizer. Alright, so it basically converts, using the fertilizer, it converts dirt into humus. So, is this engine down here going? Yes it is. But it's in forced cooldown mode. Alright, so basically, yeah, okay. Alright. Alright. So let's see, basically the engine, unless we actually put in a circuit to beef it up, it's in, it doesn't really work that like it. What am I trying to say here? Unless we put in an extra circuit in it to make it use more power, then this is actually too much power to it. So we might need to give it a low voltage transformer. That would be an option. The other option, of course, is just putting in a bit of make a circuit board to give this one a bit more power. We can make a small one with a couple of like tin on it to give it just a wee bit more beef. But yeah, basically it's putting out saplings, so if we put these... I'm actually thinking maybe it... Okay, so this is output down here. This is input, so it automatically puts saplings into input. And the output here, it's cutting down the trees that are on its territory. There are 2 of them within the farmland given to it. And it uses the fertilizer basically to, convert the dirt into humus that it can use. So let's just give it a bit of extra dirt here. Whoops. Whoops. Being stupid. So we don't really need that much fertilizer for it anyway. Like I made 4 stacks and that's way more than we need right now. But let's have a look. Like I haven't even put in the circuit yet, but I'm thinking maybe it'll plant automatically. If not, then that's... Oh yeah, it does plant automatically. Alright, so we don't even need the arboreal circuit here. Like that's completely unnecessary. That's kind of impressive. But yeah, as you can see, it does, in the planting stage here, it actually uses quite a bit of power in order to get the dirt set up in the first place. So it's going to take a while for it to fill up with dirt and saplings here. But hopefully before too long it'll actually do it, and then whenever one of them grows up, it'll cut it down and plant some new, and then there's room for the other ones to grow up as well. And I believe it will cover itself as well. I'm not quite certain, but maybe Just maybe. And if it doesn't, then we'll plant some dirt there manually and put up some trees ourselves. But yeah, eventually this thing will start working and doing its magic, so we need to start thinking about the whole transport of output. So in order to get stuff out of this, of course, we're going to need some Buildcraft pipes, or some GregTech pipes, I guess, with the pump modules on them, but I believe for now Buildcraft is going to be just as easy for us. It's the stuff I know, that's why it's going to be easier. So let's have a farm output chest, I guess, up here, right here maybe. So this is going to be the one chest here for the sawmill output, and then we'll have another one next to for sawmill input, and then yeah, that's a good that's a start. Poke a hole, put a chest, clear some inventory space. Oh, that's the ever-occurring problem, isn't it? We don't need fluid pipes. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I should probably keep that. So, item pipes. I know I have a bunch of Buildcraft stuff down here. I'm probably also going to need to make a new engine. We're going to need one extraction pipe, we're going to need a stack of stone pipes, and we're going to need at least 2 gold pipes, so should be easy enough to set up. The big issue is that I really hate making redstone engines, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that more efficiently. So let's see here. We want the pipe over here. Why did I not put it in my hotbar? Do we want to take it along the floor? Or the ceiling? Let's go with the ceiling. Then we don't have to dodge under it all the time. And then over here we will take it down a notch. And then basically we'll just have it running on top of the power line here. So over here we need the wooden extraction pipe. Down there. Gold transport pipes. Speed it up. Take it around the corner. And there we go. Connected. All we need now is the redstone engine. Hopefully I need some glass at least. I should really just set up that table to like have a forestry table dedicated to just making all the gears and all the other stuff here. So 2 of those, upgrade, no, don't upgrade, in here, and then I need 3 planks. Bam. And finally a lever. I think I have some lying around. There. If I'm clever, then I can maybe even reuse the same signal I used for the other engine, but whatever. Let us just get this sorted out so it's working, and then we can always fiddle with it later on. Working first. So, put that in there. Yeah, we might have to move that hatch at some point. Alright, so there we go. Wood is being pumped out. Dirt is being placed up top, saplings are being planted, fertilizer is being used, water is being used. And it's not consuming that much power. Like the solar panels and such alone are powering this. But yeah, as you can see, it basically, it heats up, stores up a shit ton of Minecraft joules, and then it can't output them fast enough because, well, it's getting more power than it needs to, so it's, yeah, we need to get a circuit in that. But have a look up here and see the beauty. It is automatically making wood for us. Beautiful pink large wood. So now we just need to, well, I think I'm gonna let it fill up the land up here automatically, completely. So let it fill up by itself, and then we can start like digging out and maybe making sort of a pattern into it with the stone bricks and such, so we have like little walkways in they're separated. We could also, again, make another circuit board here, and then instead of having it all arboreal plants, we can swap it up between like different types of managed farms. So we could have a vegetable farms to automatically make potatoes. Could have a peat bog to make peat if you want to make a peat-fired engine for some reason. The peat-fired engine, the peat can also be used in combined with propolis from the bees to give it a bit more of a boost, and then we can use it to burn in the generators. There's a lot of options we can do with this, but for now, like, these trees are growing, they're growing fast, and it's really, really nice. So I'm just wondering if there is a way we can, you know, change which sapling is planted where. That's an interesting experiment, at least. I think it just plants whatever its input. So, although, actually, let's put this one in and see if anything changes. It doesn't, but there's no reason for us to have made it if we don't use it. It won't make it different, but no difference at all. But we made it, so we kind of use it. That's the thing. So yeah, let's end this with going into the sawmill and just looking at all the beautiful stuff coming in automatically. Now, again, depending on what we want to do with this, it's always nice to have a like steady supply of logs here. So we can either toss them directly into the sawmill if we need more planks, like we always need more planks. Toss that in there. Or, you know, we can use it to make charcoal. We could even we could actually even have it pump automatically into the coal coke ovens downstairs to make charcoal and creosote oil completely automatically. And then we can have like another thing pumping out of these into a chest to get the charcoal out. Seeing as we already have the creosote oil being removed, that would actually be kind of efficient as well. And then, now that I know that you can actually pump liquids into the workbenches, like the bronze and the iron workbench, we could even set up an automatic torch crafting system, for instance. Even if we could technically make completely automatic torches, because we have wood. We can split two ways. One thing goes to the saw and one thing goes to the coal coke oven. Then the wood from the saw goes to the lathe in order to make it into sticks. Then we could have the creosote oil from the coke ovens go along with the sticks, and string from the mob farm being converted into wool, so we could have wool, string, and creosote oil and make completely automatic torches. That's a rather big factory, but it's kind of an interesting prospect. It might also be easier to just use the charcoal directly for torches rather than using the creosote oil, and then just burn the creosote oil for power. That might actually be... It's easier to set up, and I think you can actually make torches in just the assembling machine, so we don't need automatic crafting tables as such. See, assembling machine, yeah. Sticky... Ooh, what? Sticky resin, really? I did not know this. We need a rubber farm. Alright, so I'm probably gonna make another set of farm blocks, and then next time we'll set up a rubber farm to go with the wood farm out here. So we can have two of them next to each other. I'm probably also gonna make it the same size, just because that's gonna look nice. So, until then, I'm Jerry, this has been GregTech, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!